Alayhi salam. Now, I was really thinking of something I could talk about here for everybody, and something that everybody could benefit from. I could sit up here and give you guys quotes and facts about the Imam's life, but honestly, you could get all that from a book. So I thought maybe I'd take more of a logical approach, more of me just kind of speaking what I feel about certain things, and hopefully everybody feeling hopefully the same way, and maybe just people thinking about different aspects of different benefits you could possibly get, thinking of the way Imams have lived and the ways that people have really taught us to live. So actually the actual topic I thought of was unity. You hear about it all the time. You hear about it especially nowadays with September 11th, with Palestine versus Israel. You hear a lot about this type of stuff. And actually what unity really does mean, as far as like dictionary term, would mean the state of being one or one in harmony. Now, to achieve something like the state of being one, I know that's really general, but what we need to do is we honestly need to think of what that definition really seriously does mean to us, because I've heard so many times, especially recently, with everything going on in the Middle East, where people say, oh, no one's united, and look at the Middle East, all these countries in the Arab world and everything, if they were to unite. I heard a quote, actually, somebody told me that if every person in the entire Middle East took a glass of water and they were just to pour it on Israel, they would all drown. And so if you think about it, I mean, unity is something really powerful and something that the entire Muslim Ummah should actually achieve. In Surah Al-Mu'minun, which is Surah 23, the 52nd ayat, it reads, verily, this Ummah, or this brotherhood of yours, is a single Ummah, or a single brotherhood. And I am your Lord and cherisher, therefore serve me and no other. What this basically is telling us is that we as an ummah, I'm not talking about just Shias, I'm not talking about just Sunnis, I'm not talking about just certain ethnicities or certain races. I mean everybody needs to come together to be one. I mean if you just think about it logically, if we had honestly taken more steps towards overlooking these little differences that everybody seems to have, we honestly would have a lot better like defined community. I'm not saying this community is not united, so please don't get angry or offended or anything. Alhamdulillah, everybody seems to be so happy when I see them at IEC. However, if you just think about it, if all these countries were, as the brother had told me once before, about the water drowning out Israel, we would be okay. But see, what our problem is that we overlook a lot of things. As people said, the Middle East is not united. Okay, that's fine, but you're looking overseas. Let's just talk about our country, for example. Is the entire U.S., all the Muslims within the U.S., are they united? Can anybody honestly say that they are? You see, so many differences, as in the arguments between Shia versus Sunni and this type of thing. This time of year, or not this time of year, but this, in occasions such as this, it just shows that we really need to be united in order to overcome different, just differences that everybody seems to bring up. Everybody seems to want to bring like the Shias versus the Sunnis, rather than, if you think about it, what they should rather be doing is that the Sunnis and Shia should come together as a Muslim Ummah and come against these other people. They shouldn't be, going at it against each other and just breaking up what is already a bigger group. So, for example, if you're going to accuse, okay, like Arab countries aren't united, so they're not helping Palestine, for example. Well, can you honestly say that we here are united? Can you honestly say that us within this country, are we united? Can you, even besides the country, look at our state, are we united? Is Austin, Dallas, and Houston, are those communities all united? Do we always keep in contact with them? Do we honestly go out and see how they're doing and everything like that? I would think not, and maybe not as united as we should be. Even besides the state, let's go farther down and talk cities. We have like 4 masjids now, I think. I mean, they're just like, they're popping up all over the place, and it's really not a very good thing. But it's for petty differences. I don't think that anybody should seriously, I know everyone's looking at me like, oh, you're a youth and you're 20 years old and you don't know that much about these little differences that people have. But honestly, I don't think something like culture or something like ethnicity or where you're from or the language you speak or the food you eat or anything like that should have any type of effect on whether or not you're united. Like I said, if we were all united here, we would have a lot better community membership. We would have I mean, rather than have 4 different masjids with, let's just say, 50 people, you know, we could have one big masjid with just everybody combined, and that would just be a lot more better off, and it'd show more unity in the aspect that we're all together for certain occasions or all occasions or whatever. Basically, I'm just trying to say, we can all get along. I mean, there's definitely ways where we can overlook these petty differences and seriously work on, like, the big picture here, because the way everything is portrayed these days is just Muslims. I mean, we're really under the microscope right now, and I feel as though everybody should really watch what they're doing, and on top of that, make sure that everybody, this is like the time, the prime time for all Muslims to really step in and seriously unite, because we can't have fighting within the Muslim Ummah. We need to have fighting Muslim versus everybody else against Muslims. And I don't think we'll ever achieve that unless I say we start as a community. I say little things like just meet and greet everybody you see. I see it way too often. There might be a brother at the book table. Another brother walk by and just look at him and just say, oh, assalamu alaikum, like that, and just kind of walk off. You know, take some time to say salam. Take some time to meet them, greet them, know about them, where they're from, you know, what they do, you know, if they have a family or where they're from or all that type of thing. It just helps. It really does. It makes everything more personal. Everyone becomes a lot more united, and everyone feels a lot more as though they're in a friendly environment. For example, Ramadan, I say this as a proposal for the board when they put out food for Ramadan iftar. Let's just put like a lot of food everywhere and make everybody sit together. I don't think that, for example, non-hot should be separated from hot food. Not that it's, you know, anything wrong. I know it makes it easier to spread out the food, but I mean, let's just take about 5 or 10 minutes extra and kind of get everybody to sit together. Why is it that when you go upstairs, there's a cluster on one side and then there's a cluster on the other? Why is there not one big cluster in the middle, all speaking together and kind of getting along? Not say that nobody gets along here. I think it's a great community. Everybody's getting along, and it's absolutely a blast to come here at IEC for the programs. This, for example, I mean, here's a challenge right here. Just look left and right and tell me, do you honestly know the people that are sitting next to you? I mean, look around you. Do you seriously know their names? I mean, so many of us walk through the halls and just say, Assalamu alaikum, brother, or Assalamu alaikum, sister, but you don't even know what, like, the name after brother would be if you wanted to talk to them. You really need to just get to know these people because they're your brothers and sisters in Islam. You know, and as you've seen, I mean, like Brother Jafar Amir here has just told us that they're making a committee for the sisters, which is excellent, because this way the sisters and the brothers of the board and, you know, higher level can honestly come together and somehow make proposals for other things, and it just makes the community run a lot smoother and the programs run a whole lot better. I mean, this is one of the really, really rare times I could probably say this, but I think the elder brothers and sisters here could take a lesson from the youth this time. And if you just look around, I mean, I could point out some groups of youth sitting right now together, and I mean, everybody else is all apart. But I know this is one of the rare times I can tell everybody else to take a lesson from the youth and everything, because, well, we're usually looked down upon, but honestly, I think if we look at the youth, just look at any groups that you see around, I mean, you just see everybody together. Youth is youth. I mean, we all hang together, and, you know, that's just how we've become, and we're really tightly bonded. And I think the rest of the community needs to be like that, because to fight against other things, just like everybody says, you know, practice what you preach, or don't ask others what you do, or don't ask others to do what you don't do yourself. So how can we look overseas and you know, I've seriously seen people get very angry and speak about Arab countries not being united, and if they came together and they did this, or they shut this down, or they did this, the world would be like a perfect place. But you know, you can't really point fingers unless you're actually doing everything properly here at home. So I think everybody should seriously work towards knowing every one of your brothers. I mean, say salam to everybody you see, and, you know, talk to them. Take a moment, you know, maybe take an extra minute out of your day and just, you know, seriously get to know these people. Say salam, and it just makes people feel more welcome. I've heard some people have come here to convert to Islam sometimes, and even have walked out because they don't feel a sense of unity among the group. And that's a shame, because these people will go tell other people, and they'll tell other people, and word will get around like, oh, the IEC is not united, or Muslims always have this little bickering and they're always going at it. And it shouldn't be like that. I mean, when people think Muslim, they should think, okay, you know, they should think very tightly united group that comes to these huge congregations. I mean, how often do they portray when Imam Khomeini, rahmatullahi alayhi, was around, and they really showed pictures of him and everyone united in Iran. You would see you'd see a bunch of little heads on the screen of the TV, and it would just be all these people in a huge mass, all towards the common goal. And now I've seen the news like maybe about 2 weeks ago, and they showed an empty masjid with like 2 people praying in it. And I mean, that looks really bad considering the fact that they always say Muslims pray in congregation, and you know, they always do everything together like that. So they're just kind of depicting us as though we're falling apart. And I think in order for us not to look like that, and in order for us to stay strong as an ummah, we need to seriously come together and really make something happen and come together as a group. It doesn't matter, obviously, your ethnicity. Once you step inside the doors of IEC, you're Muslim, and that's it. That's all that matters. You come to pray. You come for the same God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You come to do the same things. If you come for the program tonight, you obviously came for the same reason. You came because it is the Vlad of our holy 12th Imam. And that just goes to show that everyone has their common goals when it comes time to come to IEC. Now when you come here for your program, you obviously come for the same reason everybody else. Nobody came just for dinner, I hope, and nobody came just for, you know, maybe a youth speech or someone, or just for qasida or something like that. They always come because they want to be educated. So everyone's got their common goal. Everybody's Muslim as they step into this hall and this IEC. So really, this shouldn't matter ethnicity-wise, race-wise, where you're from, what you eat, whatever. It has nothing to do with that. So honestly, this is just a challenge to the entire community, brothers, sisters, everybody. So hopefully, if all of you can just, you know, be more tightly united. This is a challenge for all of you for the next year or so, I guess. Just be more closely united and know who you're talking to, know who you're sitting next to, and just seriously just come together and be more tightly bonded. Inshallah, we'll be able to come across a lot of these like lies that people are saying Muslims aren't united and stuff. We can show them we're the most united bunch out there. Thank you very much. I'm sorry this wasn't that organized. Thank you. Hafiz.
Sincere words from a very sincere brother. I think we can all really definitely take lessons from him. The 12th Imam, who is going to be our savior and our only hope, you know, has a lot of followers, and right now I'm going to present the little ones that will lighten up the environment a little bit. Please give a round salawat for these little soldiers of the 12th Imam.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Imam Mahdi? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Imam Mahdi? He is our teacher. He can help you and me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Imam Mahdi? He's a 12th Imam. We'll love him like Mom. We want him to like you and me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Imam Mahdi? Allahumma.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Congratulations for all mu'mineen and mu'minat On behalf of Al-Hadi School, all the staff, teachers, and the students, I would like to present our best congratulations and tabrik for you मुमिनीन and मुमिनात इंशाल्लाह. बहाइम और बहनों, अपनी तरफ से Al-Hadi School तरफ से इमाम ज़माना का पैदाइश मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ. इंशाल्लाह खुदावंद ताला हम तौफीक अता करो कि پیش قدم پر چله इंशाल्लाह عند قیامت इंशाल्लाह. أيها الإخوان الأعزاء والأخوات العزيزات، نحن نهنئ ونبارك لكم أحسن التبريكات وأحر التهاني بهذه المناسبة العطرة، مولد النور ومولد الرحمة الإمام الحجة سلام الله عليه. میلاد با سعادت منجی عالم بشریت، مظهر عدالت حضرت بقیت الله الاعظم را خدمت همه خواهران و برادران صمیمانه تبریک عرض می‌کنیم. As you know, my brother and sister, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in the beginning of the month of Sha'ban, he announced and he described two categories of trees, Shajarat al-Tuba and Shajarat al-Zaqum. The Holy Quran also mentioned these two trees. One of the trees called Shajarat al-Tuba, and the bad tree is Shajarat al-Zaqum. Shajarat al-Tuba is the symbol of all the good action and good deeds. And Shajarat al-Zaqum, which takes its roots in the Jahannam, in the hell, and has the bad fruits and the ugly fruits, which is the bad action and bad deeds. So during this month, we announced to Al-Hadi School students to have a project. That's why you see some ugly trees over there as the Shajarat al-Zaqum, and some beautiful trees with the beautiful fruits, Shajarat al-Tuba. And I would like to recognize the winner. We had a group of judges, and they came, they judged, and they announced this result of the Shajarat al-Tuba and Shajarat al-Zaqum project. Actually, all of them, they are winner because they participated and they did good job. Grand prize is the winner. Grand prize winner is for 5th grade, for 5th graders. First prize for 8th grade, Shajarat al-Tuba. Second prize is for 6th grade, Shajarat al-Zaqum. Third prize is for 10th and 11th grade for Shajarat al-Zaqum, and a special mention for 7th grade of Shajarat al-Zaqum. I would like in this occasion, before starting the program, to call one of the students of for Shajarat al-Tuba, Sarah Danji. Is she here? And Lana, what is Lana is here? Okay, please, Lana Al-Kasma and Sarah Danji, please come forward. Yes. Come on here. Okay, they are going to explain about the Shajarat al-Tuba and the background, the history of Shajarat al-Tuba.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fatima Said, and this is my partner Tahir Habib. We made a model of Shajarat al-Tuba. You might be wondering what Shajarat al-Tuba is. Shajarat al-Tuba is the tree of good deeds. Its branches are in the houses of all the mu'mineen and mu'minat, and its roots are in heaven and in the Prophet's house. Some of the things that will take you to Shajarat al-Tuba are the following. To reach Shajarat al-Tuba, you might practice the following. But here's an ayat from the Quran about it. Surah Muhammad, ayat 12. Surely Allah will make those who believe and do good enter gardens beneath which rivers flow. Quran, Surah Baqarah, ayat 2. This book, the Quran, it's no doubt in it. It is a guide to those who guard it against evil. Salat and prayer. Surah Baqarah, ayat 3. Those who believe it and keep in the unseen and keep up prayer and spend out of what has been given to them. Respecting elders. Surah Bani Israel, ayat 24. Lord, have mercy on them, my parents, as they had mercy on me when we were little. Fasting. We should all fast in the month of Ramadan. Follow the Sirat al-Mustaqim. Search for knowledge. Search for knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Be thankful. Surah Mursalat ayat 41 to 44. Eat and drink peacefully because of what you did. Surely thus will reward the doers of good. Forgive others, forgive and forget. Follow the Usul ad-Din and Zakat. Surah Baqarah ayat 43. And keep up prayer and pay the poor rate and bow down to those who bow down to you. Some of the things that will take you, some of the things that you will receive in heaven are fresh fruits, and you will enjoy the Prophet's company, and you'll see many angels and many friends there, and you can wear nice things like kafur or perfume, and There are 4 rivers in heaven. One of them is the wine river, but the wine is pure so we can drink it. And then there's the honey river. The honey is sweet and it smells very nice. Then there's the milk river, and the milk never gets expired and it'll taste very good. Then last but not least, there's the water river. The water's clear and it can really quench your thirst. These are like some of the things, just some of the blessings that you will get when you go to heaven. But like, you should not think that if you do none of the good things that you will just enter heaven. It's not like that at all. Because in fact, if you do bad deeds and you do not follow Allah and Sirat al-Mustaqim, you'll end up hanging onto the branches of Shajar Zaqqum.
Thank you very much. Ahsantum. And right now I would like to request Lana Al-Kasma, please come forward and very briefly talking about the Shajar al-Zaqqum and its background. Please, after Majlis, you can come forward and you have a look on the Shajar al-Zaqqum.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Nana Kesbe and I'm in the 7th grade. On the first day of Sha'ban, Allah commands the tree of Zaqqum to stretch its branches to the lowest sky. This tree is rooted in hell and it represents the evil actions and sins. Each piece of fruit is decayed and represents evil deeds and sins, such as lying, cheating, and disrespecting parents. We have reference to Shajar Zaqqum in Surah Al-Waqi'ah, ayahs number 51 to 56. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ثم إنكم أيها الضالون المكذبون لآكلون من شجر من زقوم فملؤون منها البطون فشاربون عليه من الحميم فشاربون شرب الهيم هذا نزلهم يوم الدين. Then lo, ye the hearing and deniers, ye verily will eat the tree called Zaqqum, and will fill your believers, and you fill your bellies therewith, and thereon ye will drink the boiling water, drinking even as the camel drinketh. This will be their welcome on the day of judgment. Every time man commits a sin, he grabs onto one of the branches, pulling him to hell. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a choice between Zaqqum and Tuba, to choose between the right and the wrong.
Thank you. Okay, right now the students are ready to congratulate and welcome you by 14 different languages. Hopefully all of them they came, inshallah, by 14 different languages. Inshallah, they are going to congratulate the holy birthday of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Jamal, English language.
Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I'd like to congratulate Al-Hadi School and welcome all Muslims to the birthday of Imam Mahdi.
Sania Gujarati.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम હું શરૂ કરું છું અલ્લાહના નામથી જે રહમાન રહીમ છે અલ-હાદી સ્કૂલ તરફથી બધા મુસલમાનોને મુબારકબાદી ઇમામ મહેદીની વિલાદત પર
سنا بالسواحلی.
Assalamu alaikum. Mimi naanza jina ya Mungu aliyekuwa rehemu na karimu. Alhadisu anakupa hongera tusete wote Waislamu kwa siku ya kuzaliwa Imam Mahdi alayhi salam.
لانا عربي.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مدرسة الهادي تقدم أحسن المباركات وأحر التهاني لجميع المسلمين بمناسبة ميلاد الإمام مهدي عليه السلام.
زلیخا پشتو لنگویج.
السلام علیکم. خدای پنام چه بخونه و مهربان ده. امام مهدی پیدایش طول مسلمانان تا ده العادی 16 مبارکی وای. و طول مسلمانان سا ایله کیجی چه ده امام مهدی پاک درودون او بخه.
زهرا فرنج.
Salam alaikum. Au nom de Dieu le plus clément, le plus miséricordieux, l'école de Al-Hadi voudrait présenter leurs meilleures félicitations. L'école de Al-Hadi voudrait présenter leurs meilleures félicitations à l'occasion de la naissance de Imam Mahdi alayhi salam.
زویا پنجابی.
میں شروع کرنی ہے ربط ناراض سے الہادی اسکول سارے مسلمانوں نے امام مہدی علیہ السلام کی سالگرہ مبارک ہوئے.
آمنہ اسپانش.
En el nombre de Dios, el compasivo, el misericordioso, la escuela de Al-Hadi felicita a todos los musulmanes en el sagrado cumpleaños de Imam Mahdi. السلام علیکم. شروع قیانتی اللہ کے نام سے جو کو دیوان ان دیارو آئے. الہادی مدرسہ طرف تھی مرے مسلمانی کے امام محمد مہدی صاحب زمان جی پوتر ورسگن کی مبارکی آئے.
میں شروع کرتی ہوں اللہ کے نام سے جو بڑا مہربان اور نہایت رحم کرنے والا ہے. الہادی اسکول کی طرف سے تمام مسلمانوں کو امام مہدی زمانہ کی ولادت باسعادت مبارک ہو.
به نام خداوند بخشنده مهربان. مدرسه الهادی ولادت امام زمان علیه السلام را به همه مسلمانان جهان تبریک عرض می‌کند.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إلهي أزم البلاء وبرئ الخفاء وانكشف الكتاب وانكتر الرجاء وزاقت الأرض ومنيت السماء وأنت المستعان وإليك المشتاق وإليك المأول في شدة ورخاء. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أولي الأمر الذين فرضت علينا طاعتهم ورفتنا بذلك منزلتهم وفرج عنا بحقهم فرجا آجلا قريبا كلمح البصر وهو أقرب يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد. اكفياني فإنكما كافيان وانصراني فإنكما ناصران. يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان. الغوث 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 أدركني أدركني أدركني. الساعة الساعة الساعة. الأجل الأجل الأجل. يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وعلى الطاهرين. السلام عليك يا حجة الله في أرضه. السلام عليك يا عين الله في خلقه السلام عليك يا نور الله الذي يهتدي بالمهتدون ويفرج به عن المؤمنين السلام عليك يا نور الله الذي يهتدي بالمهتدون ويفرج به عن المؤمنين السلام عليك أيها المهذب الخائف السلام عليك أيها الولي الناصح السلام عليك يا سفينة النجاة السلام عليك يا عين الحياة يا عين الحياة الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كل وليك صلواتك عليه وعلى وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك سواء وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
مجد مجد لاله نرگس شکوفا شد مجد مجد لاله نرگس شکوفا شد البشارت یوسف گمگشته پیدا شد آید از هر طرف بانگ شور و شعف مهدی آمد خوش آمدی مهدی
خوش آمدی مهدی
خوش آمدی مهدی خوش آمدی مهدی خوش آمدی لاله ها را گو که از ره باغبان آمد مصلح کل مهدی صاحب زمان آمد بهر دیدارش ملک از آسمان آمد دلبر محجبین که از روشن زمین مهدی آمد خوش آمدی
مهدی خوش آمدی
خوش آمدی خوش آمدی مهدی خوش آمدی مهدی خوش آمدی عالمی را این پسر غرق تراوت کرد عالمی را این پسر غرق تراوت کرد قد و بالایش حکایت از قیامت کرد لب گشود و چون علی قرآن تلاوت کرد آمد ای عاشقان عید صاحب زمان مهدی آمد خوش آمدی
مهدی خوش آمدی مهدی
خوش آمدی
یا مهدی ادرکنی ای نور دیده فاطمه چشم و چراغ ما همه برهان ما را از واهمه دنیا پر شده از همه یا مهدی हमारे आगाए मौला है हमारे सरवर और रहबर है हमारे गाइद और हुज्जत है, हमारे उम्मीद है, रहमत है, या महदी। أيها الإمام المنتظر أنت نور الله المعطر، أنت باب الله المظفر، أنت وجه الله المنور، يا مهدي. Okay, the last part, inshallah, you are going to judge. If they perform good, you are going to receive a surprise. Surprise already is here. Al-Hadi school is going to receive a surprise. You judge, inshallah, this is the last part, inshallah. Would you sit down, inshallah? Okay, are we ready, inshallah? 1, 2, 3. اعتبار نبی و علی، اعتبار نبی و علی، وارث سولت عسکری، مرکز بند جذبه بندگی، برگهی هیبه و تیرگی، برگهی هیبه و تیرگی، ختم هونی کوه زندگی، التجاهی میرے ابی، آئیے ای خدا کی ولی، ای امام زمان ما، انت صاحب الزمان. احسن صلوات. Okay, who is the judge, inshallah? Can they receive the surprise or not? I mean, inshallah, this is a gift for Al-Hadi school. Maybe Al-Hadi school decide to give this gift to IEC, I don't know. But anyway, inshallah, I hope that all the Al-Hadi school students during the Ramadan, they are going to benefit from this beautiful gift, inshallah. Okay. This is your homework, you have to know Ramadan, for the next presentation. This is actually a tasbih, you know tasbih? This is the big tasbih which contain 99 of attributes, Asma al-Husna, 99, and inshallah during the Ramadan, inshallah the students are going to memorize all the 99 Asma al-Husna, inshallah. Okay, inshallah. Salawat.
Wonderful presentations by some beautiful children. Please recite a loud salawat for all of them. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Brothers and sisters, before I request Maulana to take the mic, I would like to inform you of the Muslim Institute of Houston that has been formed. These are preparatory classes that are being offered for the whole community. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this, although this has been going on for some time now, these are classes that don't count towards your credits, but these are preparatory classes offered for the community in various fields. If you are wanting to go back to school after a long time, it's a good opportunity for you. Can I have some silence from the ladies' side, please? Salawat. For further information on the Muslim Institute of Houston, please call the IEC hotline at the extension 15. Without further ado, I'd like to invite Maulana.
Thank you very much. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What we are going to do now, I would like to first of all congratulate you for the milad and the birth of our alive Imam, Hazrat Baqiyatullah al-A'zam, Hujjat ibn al-Hasan al-Askari, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. Say salawat, please. This salawat was not accepted. Because the activity that we are going to do now needs a lot of energy and a lot of involvement. You cannot stay away. We are going to take part in fundraising activity for Al-Hadi School. There are some frames, carpets, and jewelry that we are going to auction now. And I want all of you to pledge and to actively take part. This is ibadah. This is worship of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. I remind you a verse from the Quran, verse number 7 of Surah Mubarakah Hadid. Aminu billah wa rasulihi, believe in Allah and His Messenger, wa anfiqu, and pay, mimma ja'alakum mustakhlafina fi, from the thing that Allah has given you. فَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَأَنْفَقُوا لَهُمْ أَجْرٌ كَبِيرٌ. Those who believe and they pay, they have a great reward. So a great reward Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala promises you, plus you take something with you home, a frame or something beautiful that you like. You know that in Al-Hadi we need a lot of funds. This is a good activity. Without wasting the time, I would like to start the items. There are 20 items that we want to auction pretty quickly, inshallah. And I want you to be alert. And ladies, sisters, please take part in this activity. If you don't have money with you, that's fine. If you don't have your checkbook with you, that's fine. We will write your name and the price that you owe, and then we contact you and get it from you. So don't worry about the credit. So you have credit up to whatever you like, inshallah. So item number 1, Brother Masood, would you come forward and help me? Okay, here is a 9.4 grams, 22 karat necklace that you can see it. Brothers have written here to start with 225, but I would like to start with 150. Who wants to buy this item for 150? It's a good gift for your wife or your sister or your mother. Okay, brother, 150. Who goes for? No, go 50 by 50. Who pays for 200? 200. Okay, brother, 200. Who goes 250? 250. 1. Okay. Do you go for 300? Brother, 300. Who buys this for 300? 251. 252. Is there anybody from ladies, please? Let us know. Okay. Sold to that brother. 250. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Item number 2. We have 4.1 grams, 22 karat bracelet. You can see it. Would you go nearer and show it to everybody? It is written here 150. But I'm generous, inshallah. I sell it for 100. Is there anybody who buy this? Beautiful. Brother Raza, 100. Who goes for 150? 150. Who goes for 150? Brother, don't you want that? 150. 150, this brother. Brother Raza, 200. 200, Brother Raza. Can you beat him? 250. Who buys that for 250? Say, sisters? Unfortunately, there's no enough time to show everything around. Okay, so 201, 202, brother Asher Raza. Sold. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Okay, there is item number 3. Okay, it is a Persian Ardabil scenic design, 4.1 inch in 4.2 inch, 4 foot and 1 inch, 4 foot 2 inches. Okay, that's a beautiful carpet. Good. It's good for decoration, I think. Okay, they told me for 250. I would like to give it for 200. Who wants to buy this carpet for $200? Okay. Okay, Brother Imran wants to buy it for 200. How much? 250? 250. Brother Imran, 250. 300? 300, Brother Imran. 350. You pledge for 350. Okay, Brother Ushman, 350. Anybody else interested? 400? 400. Okay. 351, 2, 3. Okay, sold to Brother Hushman. Say salawat, please. Okay, item number 4, brothers and sisters, is a Quranic verse, beautifully stitched on velvet cloth with gold frame and white border. What is that? Please show it. It should be a beautiful one that has, where is that? Item number 4, very good. So it has, of course, the gold frame means the color is gold, of course. It doesn't have gold in it, but the color is gold. But it's very beautiful. What is the verse? Let me see. Surah Mubarakeh Hamd, the program of our life, that every day we need to recite and be in front of us to review it. The frame, of course, we are auctioning the frame, not the ayah. Ayah is very precious. So 150 for this reasonable thing. So who wants this beautiful frame for 150? 150, Brother Raza. Thank you very much. 200. Who goes for 200? 200. 200, Dr. Zanifar, 200, 250. Who is there for 250? Good, mashallah. 250. It's a good race. 300. You go for 300. Good. Zalaham, 350. 350. Good. 350. 400. You give it to him. He sacrificed. Okay, 351. Anybody else interested in that? 352. 350 sold to Brother Laham. Say salawat, please. Now, item 5. 99 names of Allah on cream background. That is, they said for $40, it's reasonable, $40. If somebody wants to donate $40 to get this beautiful. Okay, 40. Do you go for 100? So you want it for the same 100? 100 you pay. Okay, 100. 150. Who goes for 150? 150. Okay, good. 150, brother. Yes, mashallah, very good. 200. Who was beating that child? 151. 152. Sold. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Item number 6 is 16.6 grams of 22 karat gold necklace. Would you show it? It's similar to the first one that we had. Of course, it is heavier, 16.6 grams of gold necklace, and it starts with $300. It's a beautiful thing, item. So they said 330, but I say 300 to start with. 300, brother is ready to buy. Who goes for 350? 350. Ladies, brothers, okay. 301. Sisters? Okay. 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 Let me go to next item and leave it on hold. Let ladies look at it. Maybe we come back to you, brother. You have your pledge. We will come back. Round Persian Tabriz rug, silk and wool, 6 feet 6 inches, in 6 foot 6 inches. That is beautiful for maybe under a table or in the hall or somewhere. Very good. So it is 1,200. It's a heavy one. 1,200. So we can go for 1,000. Who wants to buy it for 1,000? Brother is willing to buy it for 1,000. Is that okay? 1,000? Okay. Okay, 1,000. Brother is willing to buy it for 1,000. This beautiful rock. Who wants to buy it for 1,200? 1,200. Okay. Okay. So 1,200 himself. He wants to pay. Okay. 1,200. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Say salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Number 6. We go back again to that necklace. Our brother pledged for 300. 350. Who buys that beautiful necklace for 350? Among ladies, you were very idle tonight. Generous ladies. Okay. That beautiful necklace for 350. Is there anybody to buy that necklace for 350 and beat this brother? 300. So you buy it for 350. Good. 350. 400. Brother, 400. You entered a very difficult race. 400. Who goes for 100? 351, 352, 350. Sold to that brother. Say salawat. Allah, please give it to our brother over there. We go to item number 8. Diamond ring. Very beautiful diamond ring. Is that all diamond on it? Yes. There are nearly 30, 40 diamond gems on it. It's very beautiful and it's sold for 200, just 200. It is diamond ring with golden. Is that golden ring? Yes. It's golden ring with nearly 50 diamond gems on it. Genuine diamond. It's very good, 200. Is there anybody who buy it for 200? Any brother? Going for 200? Any sister? Okay, let us go ahead and leave that. Let people look at it. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. Number 9. A wooden framed Quranic ayat. This is one of the beautifully crafted. You look at the Quranic verses in the background. It's very beautiful. It's like marble at the background. It's just $30. I go for $50 first. $50. Who buy this for 50? Brother, okay. Who pays 100 for it? Okay, 100, brother. 100, 150. Who goes for 150? 150, brother. 125. No, 150. You don't have one. I cannot waste our time. Okay, brother Azahir for 150. 150. Brother, 200. 200. Brother Zahir, 250. 250. I get it from you, don't worry. 250, brother. 250, brother. 300. Okay, good. Brother, 350. Imran, 350. Brother, 400. Okay, 400. 450. It's very beautiful. 401, 402. Sold. Say salawat. Allahumma salli. Item number 10, Quranic verses beautifully stitched on velvet cloth with gold frame with pink border. It's the same, similar to the same. This is Asma'ul Husna. La ilaha illahu al-hayyul qayyum. This is Ayat al-Kursi. Very beautiful, and the effect of this is that keeps the harms away, inshallah, according to the riwayah. What is that? We don't have time. Okay, let's see. Okay, this we want just 150 for this item. 150. Who goes for 150 for this frame? Okay, 150 for this. 200. 200, brother Hakim. 200. 250. Who goes for 250? Ladies? A sister wants it for 250? Who? Okay, 250. Brother, 300. Who is bidding? 300? 300. You, okay, 300. 350. Sisters? 350, brother Hakim. Who goes for 400? 400? 400. Okay, 351, 352, sold. Say salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Number 11, Kaaba, frame on black glass. Yes, that is similar to the names of Allah, and it has Surah Yasin on it. Kaaba, Surah Yasin, very beautifully crafted, colorful, and it's just $50. Okay, $50, $100, 100, 150, 150, 200, 250, 250, sister. 200. No, you have to say 250 because 200 we have one. 250, 300, 300, 300, 300, 300, 350. Okay, 301, 302. Brother Imran got it. Say salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa Muhammad. Number 12 is 8.7. And don't forget that diamond ring. That was for 200. We didn't auction that yet. Is any lady who wants that beautiful ring over there? Diamond ring. That's the one that is there. 200. It's a ring, beautiful ring with 50 nearly diamonds on it. It's 200. Who wants that for 200? It's a beautiful gift. Okay? Is there any lady who wants it for 200? Okay, I reduced the price of that to 100, 150. Who wants that for 150? نفروختن نداشتیم. He didn't sell it. دیگر می‌داری؟ Okay. We go to next item, please. 8.7 grams, 22 karat Allah pendant, and it is 275. I say 250. It's very beautiful. Is that diamond or what?
These are diamonds?
Diamonds, yes. Diamonds. With diamonds, it's written Allah, and it's 22 karat Allah pendant. It's, make sure that when you wear it, don't wear it without wuzu. If it touches your body, it's Allah. 250 for this. Okay, brother has 250. 300. Who goes for 300 for that? 300. Good, mashallah. 350 for that beautiful crafted Allah. 400? 350? 350. Brother, 400. You go for it. 400. Don't lose it. Diamond needs. Okay. It's not diamond. Excuse me. They told me that it is not diamond. Brother Zahir, do you come back? 350. You still buy. He wants it still. So 351, 352 sold to Brother Zahir. I'm sorry. I was given. I asked a question. They gave me the answer, but it was not accurate. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Okay. Number 13 is a Hamadan, Persian Hamadan, approximately 4 in 6 feet.
From my hometown, so you have to pay good money for it.
Yes, it is 250. It's very cheap compared with the previous rock. It's just 250. It's beautiful. Okay, 251. So 300, 400, 400. Brother Shahid pays for this beautiful. 500, 500, 450, 500, 501, 502, 550. Who is you? 550, 600, brother. 601. Go to 7. 650, 700, 700. 750, 800, mashallah. Hey, whatever, you want to continue. 750, 750, Brother Masood, 800. Okay, 801, 802. Thank you very much. May Allah bless you. Say salawat. Allahumma sallallahu. Number 14. So the number is very blissful, 14. Make sure that you take part in this one. It is, of course, it should be a very beautiful one. 53.7 grams of 22 karat gold necklace. It should be very beautiful. I didn't see it, but you can see it. It's just gold. And it is, they ask for 800 as a start point. Can we go for 700 to start with? Yes? Okay, 700. I think 700 is nearly what we bought. We paid for it. 700. 700. A beautiful necklace. Let ladies look at it and then we come back to this. Next, 15 Quranic frame on black glass. Another one. Let me look. This is again Surah Mubarakeh Hamd with translation. That is the thing that has a translation. You can read the translation as well, and your children can practice it. Every day look at the program of life. Surah Mubarakeh Hamd. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. It is just $50. The frame. $100, $100, $150, $200. Who goes for $200 for this? $200, sister. Very good. So it seems that just we have one pioneer sister in front. $200, $1, $202. Thank you very much, sister. $200 sold to our sister. Number 16. 10.9 grams, 22 carats, pendant and earring set. Okay, would you give this thing to look at it? Let people look at it and then we come back. Number 17. Okay, would you hand it over to people to look at it and then we come back? We are getting late. I'm sorry. There are 3 more frames that we want to quickly auction. Each one of these frames, let us look at it one by one. Okay, let's look at it one by one, please. This one is, wow, a beautiful Masjidun Nabi, picture of the Masjidun Nabi, very beautifully made. $50 for this. Okay, good. $50 one, 100, 150, 200, 200 one, 250. Okay, sister, are you showing hand? Okay, 250. You are 200, 251, 252 sold to this brother. Thank you very much. It's Mubarak inshallah to you. Next. Very good. This is the beginning of Surah Mubarakeh Taha Quds, the grave of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the middle, and Masjid al-Haram. Beautiful, very beautiful. Taha Ma anzalna alayka al-Qur'ana litashqa. Again, this is $50 for this beautiful frame. $50, brother. Who goes for 100? $100 for this. 100. 150, brother. You pay 150? Okay, 100, 101. 150 for this beautiful. 150, good. 200, good. 250, brother. 250, 300, 300, 350, good. So it's a good rate. 350, 400, 351, 352, 350. Sold to this dear brother. Okay, thank you very much. And then the next one, the last one. Okay, this last one. Okay, very beautiful. 99 names of Allah with translation and a beautiful background. Yes, $50 for this. $50 for this beautiful frame. $50. Who goes for 100? $100. You go for $100? Yes. So we know our customers. $100, 150, brother. 150, 150. Goes to 200, 200. Okay, 150, 152. Sold to this dear brother. Okay. Do we have anything else? One more. Okay, this needs a little bit explanation. This is a munabbat. This is a small crafted one by one from Isfahan, and this is Kalame Mubarakeh Allah. They told me $100, but I want to give it for $50. $50, 100, 150, 200. Who goes for 300? 250. Anybody? 250. Okay, brother, 250, 250. So 200, 201, 202, 200 sold to this. 250, good. 300, good. 350, 400, 400, 450, 500, 501, 502, sold. Say salawat. Okay. Please, I think we don't have time for...
This is the last one.
The last one? Okay. He promises that this, and also there are 2 more items that are there, 2 or 3 items. This is the same quality and beautiful name of Allah on it. It should be better than. We start with 100. Okay, 100. Would you please hold this for me? 100, 150, 200. That's very beautiful. If you look at it, and would you show the back of it? Back of it, you see this wood, and the work is done on the real wood. It is not paper, it is wood. So 200 for this beautiful. 200. Who pledged for 200? 200, brother. Brother, 250. Would you beat your brother? 250. Okay, 250, good. 250, 300. 300, 350. Sisters, you didn't buy anything tonight. Just one lady. That is craft, yes. 350. Brother, you see there, he knows what it is. 350, 40, 400, 400, 400. 450, you go for it? 450, 500, 500. 501, 502, sold. Say salawat. دیگه آخرین item بود دیگه. Okay, this is again another beautiful one. This is 200. This is 800. Yes. That's expensive thing. Okay. This, I think we need to cancel our speech tonight. Okay. This is for $30. It is leather, and the word of Allah is written on it. 30. Who goes 50? 100? 100. 150. 150. 101. 102. Sold. This brother bought it for 100. Give it to brother. Okay. And this is another work from Isfahan. This is Surah Mubarakeh Qadr. And this is... I leave this jewelry here. If somebody wants to pledge for it and buy it, do it later. But we sell this as the last item. $50 for that. Who pays for $50 for that rock? $50, 1. Who goes for 100, 100, 150, 150, 150, 200, brother? 200, 201, 202, sold to this brother. Thank you. Say a salawat, please.
For you to make the announcement.
Okay, that is care. So would you want to do it yourself? It yourself?
If you do it, it would be better because they listen.
That is, what is that?
It's just done by this stuff.
There's a flyer outside for Council on American Islamic Relations for November 1st, Friday. There is a fundraising at Marriott Hotel at Muslims. And all Muslims are invited. Please take that flyers, and if you can, participate, inshallah. It's a good cause. Say a salawat, please.
Going to say something.
ये बैगन है तो क्या नाम है सेकंड फ्लोर जिसे गलबात की या सेकंड फ्लोर
There's a van parked on the second floor of the garage. It's a Mazda MPV S48GFF. It's a white color van. Please move it immediately. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, as you know, as they say in Urdu, महफिल तो अभी गर्म हो रही है. So I would request Brother Ali Mirab, without further ado, to please come and recite Qasida in Farsi. Please recite aloud salawat.
بر محمد آل محمد صلوات اللهم صل. I want to request all the brothers that their name is Mahdi come and next to me so I make it real short. And I have Mahdi Hijazi. You want any other Mahdi? Come, please come. Anybody with the name of Mahdi? السلام عليك يا بقية الله السلام عليك يا حجة الله في أرضه السلام عليك يا نور الله السلام عليك يا سفينة النجاة السلام عليك يا عين الحياة مجدی دل که مسیحا نفسی می آید که ز انفاس خوشش بوی کسی می آید از غم و هجر مکن ناله و فریاد که دوش زدم فالی و فریاد رسی می آید. Now I need salawat from you. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Mubarak and congratulate to all the Muslimin the birth of Imam Zaman. It belongs to everybody, the whole universe, everybody. بر چهره دلگشای مهدی صلوات اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد بر قامت دلربای مهدی صلوات اللهم صل علی محمد و آل تا پرده ز رخ گرفت قدسی نفسان خواندند به رونمای مهدی صلوات اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد سلام علی حجت ابن الحسن سلام علی حجت ابن الحسن امام زمان رهبر بت شکن سلام علی خاتم الاوصیا ولی خدا سید المؤتمن خدا خوش به نرجس پسر داده است فروزنده قرص قمر داده است به خلق دو عالم پدر داده است سلام علی حجت ابن الحسن سرایت به طفلی به قرآن سخن صلوات اللهم صل علی محمد. Anybody else Mahdi? Come, because I want to make it short. I'm leaving. Mahdi bia, you are saying. مهدی بیا مهدی بیا مهدی بیا مهدی بیا مهدی بیا مهدی بیا. If you do مهدی بیا, one of the sisters come give to this girl. مهدی بیا مهدی بیا ای دل بر یک تا بیا ای مرهم دل ها بیا تنها توی مشکل گشا ای رهبر والا بیا مهدی بیا. Give it to the sister. مهدی مهدی بیا مهدی بگو. چشم و چراغ عالمی ای از تو نور و خرمی در پرده سر اعظمی ای آیت عظما بیا مهدی بیا مهدی بیا. ای دردمندان را طبیب ای آیت فتح الغریب دیگر به پایان شد شکیب ای منجی دنیا بیا مهدی ای یادگار مصطفی ای مظهر لطف و صفا ای رحمت حق در خفا ای همدم دلها بیا بگو. ای آیات قرآن را زبان تنها تویی در این زمان ای شرع احمد را بیان ای مظهر طه بیا معشوق هر پیغمبری بر فرق نرجس افسری یا حجت ابن العسکری ای یار روح افزا بیا دانم که در تاب و تبی خود منتظر روز و شبی گریان به یاد زینبی ای رمز عاشورا بیا می سوزد از هجران حسان ای جان جانان جهان رخ بر متاب از عاشقان ای یار بی هم تا بیا مهدی بیا کالین مهدی بیا مهدی بیا مهدی بیا اللهم صل على محمد و آله. You want to read more? I can read, but anyway. Okay, they asked me to please, Imam Zaman, it belongs to all of us. It's not just for me. So all of us should participate in any part of, that we do. Some people, they made decorations. A lot of brothers and sisters, they contributed their time, they cooked, and alhamdulillah, we, had the dinner. So they asked, if you want, donate, we can put a bag here towards that. I put my part there, and everybody else, they can put their part themselves, making me put a basket. For the dinner of tonight, for Imam, Sahib al-Zaman Mahdi alayhi salam. Salamullah. So if we put a basket there, anybody wants to do, just donate generously. And they also put the van MPV S48 GFF. The color is white. On the second floor is blocking somebody. Salawat. You want to put the basket?
I request Brother Jawad to recite a qasida in Arabic. While he's getting here, I'd like to remind you, I have keys here. They look like Infinity car, if anyone wants to claim it.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I would like to congratulate all of you in this happy occasion. الكون ينشد والطيور ترنم بشراكم ولد الإمام الأعظم الحجة المهدي مصباح الهدى أمل الشعوب ونصرها المتحتم فربوع سام الراء تزهو بهجة بوليدها نعم الوليد الأكرم والعسكري ونرجس وحكيمة بالحمد للبار الودود ترنموا صلوات والله يكلأه بلطف سابغ حتم فيوم ظهوره متحتم وليملأن به البلاد عدالة ويقوم باسم الله فيها ويحكم وتباشرت بالخير شيعة أحمد وتباشرت بالخير شيعة أحمد وبه تهلل وجهه من هو مسلم صلوات وتباشرت بالخير شيعة أحمد وبه تهلل وجه من هو مسلم يا ناصر الإسلام أنت ملاذنا يا ناصر الإسلام أنت ملاذنا عجل فإنك للعلا
البلسم صلوات يا فاطمة يا فاطمة نبعث تهاني يا فاطمة نبعث تهاني ميلاد مهدي المنتظر نبعث تهاني يا فاطمة هني ويا فاطمة يا فاطمة نبعث بميلاد مهدي المنتظر نبعث تهاني بميلاد مهدي المنتظر نبعث تهاني ميلاد مهدي المنتظر نبعث تهاني ويا ابا الحسن يا ابا الحسن نبعث تهاني يا ابا الحسن يا ابا الحسن نبعث تهاني ميلاد مهدي المنتظر نبعث تهاني يا ابا الحسن أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.
Ahsantum. And now I request Brother Zeeshan to recite a qasida in Urdu. Again, I'm holding the keys for the infinity. One of the brothers mentioned perhaps we can auction it off as well. So the infinity is in my hands here.
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat. As usual, I'll start with Maul Ali.
تیرا بو تراب سے واسطہ بھلا کیسے ہوگا مجھے بتا تیرا بو تراب سے واسطہ بھلا کیسے ہوگا مجھے بتا کہ نہیں ہے خاک درے علی تیرے گھر کی جائے نماز میں وہ مزہ کہاں ہے طواف میں
بر محمد والی محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على
تمہاری صورت نظر میں مولا اور کچھ اس طرح سے بسی ہوئی ہے اسی سے دل کو سکون ملا ہے ارے اسی سے آنکھوں کی روشنی ہے تمہاری صورت نظر میں مولا اور نہ ہو جو دل میں تمہاری الفت نہ غم جبی ہو تمہارے در پر نہ ہو جو دل میں تمہاری الفت نہ غم جبی ہو تمہارے در پر وہ زندگی کو زندگی ہے وہ بندگی کوئی بندگی ہے تمہاری صورت نظر میں مولا اور تمہارے پیچھے نماز پڑھنے فلک سے آئے ہیں ابن مریم تمہارے پیچھے نماز پڑھنے فلک سے آئے ہیں ابن مریم یہ آسمان جھک گیا ہے اس دم کہ یہ زمین آسمان بنی ہے تمہاری صورت نظر میں مولا ارے زباں ہے خاموش دل ہے حیران کہے تو کیا چپ رہے تو کیسے جہاں امامت کے نقش پا ہے ارے وہیں نبوت جھکی ہوئی ہے تمہاری صورت نظر میں مولا اور عریضہ دریا میں کیوں نہ ڈوبے کہ سارے ارماں ہے دل میں ڈوبے اسی عریضے کے دم سے قائم جہاں کی یہ رسم عاشقی ہے اسی عریضے کے دم سے قائم اور مخاطب ان کو بنا لیا تھا تو شور دریا کا تھم گیا تھا مخاطب ان کو بنا لیا تھا تو شور دریا کا تھم گیا تھا ارے جو حال دل اپنا لکھ دیا تھا تو آگ پانی میں لگ گئی ہے جو حال دل اپنا لکھ دیا تھا ارے جو ان کی فرقت میں آج روئے وہ کل ہنسیں گے بروز محشر جو ان کی فرقت میں آج روئے وہ کل ہنسیں گے بروز محشر انہی کو رونا پڑے گا یاروں کہ جن کے لب پر یہاں ہنسی ہے مخاطب ان کو بنا لیا تھا.
Thank you very much, Brother Zeeshan. We have time for one more qasida. Is Brother Lakhte Haider here? Okay, otherwise I will request Maulana to address the gathering. He has the easy part of auctioning is over. Now you have to work with the time here. Inshallah, we will be on time for the amal. Will begin at 11 o'clock. That'll last for an hour until 12. So, inshallah. Please recite salawat.
Before I start the speech, I would like to complete that activity of fundraising that last week in Salatul Jummah I announced, and we are going to register more people. We need 140 people to come along and give $100 a month for 10 months. And this will take care of the deficit that we have in Al-Hadi. So far we have 18 people, 20 people came forward and registered. We need another 120 people. Please come forward, register your name, and pledge $100 a month. It's nothing, even you don't feel it, inshallah. Within 10 months, it's a big help for Al-Hadi. Say salawat, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين صلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا وشفيع ذنوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا العبد المؤيد والرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد المحمود الأحمد حبيبنا وحبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الأطيبين الأطهرين الهداة المعصومين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف وجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره وأشياعه وأتباعه. أما بعد، قال الله العلي العظيم في محكم كتابه: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ونريد أن نمن على الذين استضعفوا في الأرض ونجعلهم أئمة ونجعلهم الوارثين ونري فرعون وهامان وجنودهما منهم ما كانوا يحذرون. I would like to congratulate one more time everybody for the auspicious occasion of the birth of our alive Imam, Hazrat Mahdi Muntazar Hujjat ibn al-Hasan Baqiyatullah al-A'zam. The thing that I want to address tonight to you, my dear brothers and sisters, is that we need more connection and more attention to our alive Imam. Again, I emphasize, if we celebrate and commemorate the birth or shahada of other A'imma, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Fatimah Zahra salamullah alayha, they have passed away from this world. Of course, we have belief for Raj'at in a certain time and occasion they will come back to this world. But we have one alive Ma'soom, that is our Imam of the time. And I think that we have a lot of shortcomings in our connection to Imam Zaman, Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj al-Sharif. We have to be more active. We have to remember our Mawla more. And it is possible. The door is not closed. We can have some relation with our Mawla. I would address some of those ways. First of all, the ulama. For sure, according to the records that we have in the ahadith, ulama of Shia, the high-ranking maraji and mujtahideen of the world of Shia, generally they are considered representatives of Imam Zaman. That Imam Zaman alayhi salam has referred us to them. So if any one of us don't follow a marja, that is a shortcoming. That is one part of the connection that some of us don't have.
Of course, this is not the most important. It is one of the important connections that I remember Imam Khomeini Rizwanullah alayh during the revolution. Something happened. There were 8 marjas at that time, and there were some disputes among the followers of the marjas at that time. A group of people, maybe the majority of people, they followed Imam Khomeini as a marja, a revolutionary marja. And some other people, groups of people, they followed other maraja of Islam. And there was some differences of opinions, and the followers of the marja, they had some discussions among themselves. For example, they accused the other followers of the marjas that you are not revolutionary, you are not good, the marjas are not good. They started saying some bad words about the other marjas. Imam Khomeini, he delivered a speech and he said, whoever says a bad word against a marja of Shia, his velayah is disconnected. It's very important, and that is from Imam Khomeini, not from, if it was from somebody else, we could have some doubt about it, that maybe it is not that, because he was accepted by all. And he said, if somebody shatr اهانتی به یکی از مراجع اسلام بکند ولایت او قطع می شود. This is the quote from Imam Khomeini. He said, if you disrespect, and this is one of the things that the Shia has some connection to Imam Zaman Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, and to be connected to the ulama, to the Hawzeh Ilmiyyeh, to the Maraji of Islam is one of the ways, one of the connections. So if somebody has shortcoming in this, should compensate it. The other thing that is open is to have a spiritual relation with Imam Zaman Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. In many occasions, Imam alayhi salam has showed his concern and kind of being upset for people, that people forgot him, has forgotten him. People don't think about Imam Zaman alayhi salam. People don't think of the needs of Imam Zaman, and they just think of themselves, think of their own needs. Somebody visited Imam Zaman alayhi salam in Jamkaran. You know, there is a masjid in Qom that is built under the order of Imam Zaman alayhi salam. It has its own story, and it is a very popular place now. Maybe tonight, that is the night of the Velada of Imam Zaman Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajahu, millions of people are there. There's a masjid near Qom that is called Masjid Jamkaran. I was informed that only in one occasion 4 tons of chocolates were distributed among people. 4 tons to every one of them, they gave few. And it was 4 tons of chocolates were distributed as tabarruk. It's a very beautiful place, and many people, the lovers of Imam Zaman alayhi salam, they go there for a certain salat Imam Zaman. They read in that masjid salat tahiyyat, and they ask for their requests. Somebody visited Imam Zaman alayhi salam in Jamkaran, and Imam alayhi salam said to him, look, these people who are here, this huge number of people, every one of them, they are after their own requests. They don't care for me. Who cares for Imam Zaman? So this should show itself in our activity. I just give you one example. Every week we have Dua Nudba in this place. Dua Nudba is one of the du'as that I haven't seen such a dua. It's kind of a miracle. It connects past to the present and to the future of the world. It gives the history of the prophets briefly. It gives the plan of Allah on the earth. What is the major plan of Allah on the earth, and what happened to the prophets, what happened to the Prophet of Islam, what was the program that he followed, what happened after the Prophet of Islam, and what was the virtue of Ahlul Bayt salawatullah alayhim ajma'in, and what happened to them, that they were slain, killed, sent to exile, and so forth. And what are we looking now for? And who are you looking for? Who are we waiting for? And there is a place in the dua, it's the dua of the lovers of Imam Zaman Ajalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. And this is a ziyarah as well. It's a dua that it contains history, it contains ziyarat, it contains the way, it contains the destination and everything. And the end of the dua ends with that if we follow this path, we will enter the Kawthar, that we will be quenched with its water from the hand of Imam Zaman Ajalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu, and we never be thirsty later. So that is the last thing, that is the destination of the people who follow. And this, how many people in our community care for? Every week we read a special dua for Imam Zaman. This much. There are so many things that we can do. But this is one of the very ordinary ones. We have a dua. Maybe sometimes we have less than the number of fingers of two hands in that dua. So, while that is our connection to Imam Asr, Ajalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. People who had connected themselves to Imam Asr, Ajalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. One of these people that I would like to mention, his name is the leader of the Islamic Revolution at this time. I haven't seen any speech of him that at the end or at the middle he doesn't name Imam Asr and he doesn't pray for Imam Asr. I remember when Imam Khomeini passed away and everybody was concerned who will occupy his place and who will be successor of Imam Khomeini, that great leader. In the same time, one of the ulama, he saw a dream, and that really came true, because he saw that there is a big session and Imam Khomeini is sitting beside the member and Ayatollah Khomeini is sitting beside him, and everybody is waiting for Imam Khomeini to go mount the pulpit, the member, and address people. At this time, Imam Khomeini mentions and points at Ayatollah Khomeini and says, you go on the member. You go on the member. And he comes on the first step of the pulpit, he stands there and he reads a tawassul to Imam Zaman. And as he reads tawassul to Imam Zaman, he goes one step upper. Again he does tawassul and he goes one stage higher until he gets to the top of the member and he sits there and he starts delivering a speech for people. We should have a relation, a continuous relation with Imam Zaman Ajalallahu. Of course it has so many ways. One of the ways is this dua faraj, That is mustahab to be recited in Shab Qadr. It is mustahab to be recited at any time. Many of you, I know that you memorize that dua. Allahumma kulli waliyika al-hujjat ibn al-Hasan salawatuka alayhi. If you read that from your heart, bottom of your heart, it has a miraculous effect on you. I have one friend, he believes and he practices this. He says, whenever I have a hajah, a request to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, I read this dua. And shortly afterwards, I see the effect of that dua. Allahumma kulli waliyik. I have said it to you, that this is you pray for Imam Zaman alayhi salam, and whoever prays for Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wasalam, for sure Imam Zaman responds better. So you pray for him, he prays for you. That's simple. You pray for Imam Zaman, immediately Imam Zaman prays for you, and his dua is fulfilled for sure. Our dua, because we are praying for Imam Zaman, will be fulfilled. Otherwise our dua may have so many problems. But when Imam Zaman prays for us, that dua will be fulfilled. So we have to have connection with Imam Asr, Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Hal ilayka yabna Ahmada sabilun fatulqa. This is one of the phrases of Dua Nudba that says, is there any way, O son of Ahmad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that we can meet, we can visit you? Here there is a discussion that who can meet Imam Zaman and who had the opportunity to meet Imam Zaman. Is it possible for one of us to meet Imam Zaman? Yes, it is possible. The answer is yes. Many people, they have visited Imam Zaman. Some of them, they didn't know him. Some of them, they knew him, but they couldn't say to people. Of course, one thing is there. Man idda'a ar-ru'ya fahuwa kadhdhab. We have in the riwayah that whoever claims that I can see Imam Zaman anytime I want is a liar. Anybody who claims that, whoever that person may be, that person is a liar, because after the greater occultation, Ghaibat Kubra of Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif, nobody can choose to meet Imam Zaman. Nobody can choose to meet him. Nobody knows where he is. But the other way around is possible. Whenever Imam Zaman wants to visit somebody, he can do that. And many people, they have visited Imam Zaman. Mostly people who were in desperate need in the deserts. They were dying in the danger that they were. Wild animals were attacking them and things. They asked help from Imam Zaman. Ajjalallahu Ta'ala. I have seen some people who have visited Imam Zaman. Myself, I have seen some of the people who had authentic stories that they had seen Imam Zaman. Imam Zaman had helped them, and they are not few. There are many people. But people cannot, nobody can claim that I visit Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala anytime that I want. There's a famous story that one of the ulama who knew Usturlab, there is a knowledge that with some calculations you can determine who is where on the earth. There's a knowledge that, some math and, thing in the old time. They say that he guessed where is Imam Zaman at this time. He was in Isfahan, and he counted where is Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Faraj Sharif, and he verified that he is in such and such a square. And he went there. He saw that there's a man, he's selling melons in the street. Even he doesn't have a shop. He's selling melon in the street, and he saw a man, a very handsome man, over there, and he's talking to him. He couldn't go forward, and he was stopped, kind of, and then that man talked to him and then left. He went forward and talked to that seller of melon and said, "Who was this man?" He said, "He's a good man. Sometimes he comes to me. Sometimes that I don't have money, my business is not good. He gives me some money. He knows that I need. He gives me money." And he says his name is Mahdi. Salawatullahi wa salam. And then he continued calculating again to find Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. And the next time he found out that Imam should be in the bazaar near a small shop that repaired the locks. He went there and he saw people are in a line, and this man, this old man, is repairing the locks, and people come and they repair the locks and they go, and he saw that the same man that he saw him is standing in the line, and he didn't let him come forward out of the line. And everybody, when they went, that man went forward and talked to the man. And then when that man was going, he just said to this alim, "Do something that is important." Imam said, "Do something that we come to you. Don't come after us. Don't chase me with this knowledge. Be like this man. If you are like this man, I will come to you. I will come to you." And then it says, just he was an ordinary man, but he was a pious man, that he did his job well, like in the profession that he had. He was just, he was fair to everybody. He didn't charge more for people. He didn't cheat. He was just pious, a pious person. The answer is this: if you want to visit Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, if you want a relation with Imam Zaman Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, the way is piety. The way is to be pious and simply know that Imam Zaman knows your activities. Wherever you are, Imam Zaman knows where you are and what you are doing. Is very aware of what we are doing. So the ayah that I recited, let me translate that ayah, and then inshallah we benefit from this ayah as well. That Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, the idea of Imam Mahdi is originated in the Quran. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala in several places in the Quran has mentioned that innal arda yarithuha ibadiya salihun. The earth will be inherited by the good doers from among my servants. But the ayah that I recited from Surah Mubarakeh Qasas, that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says, Allah has wanted the mustad'afin on the earth, the ones who are kept weak, the ones who are considered to be weak, they will inherit the earth, and Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will show from them something to the Pharaoh and to the Haman, the vizier of the Pharaoh, the thing that they didn't like, the thing that they didn't want to see. Here is the thing that the question is here, that when Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says, Yuridu, Allah wants this thing happen. So you may ask, why such a thing doesn't happen? Allah wanted it. And the Quran says that إِنَّمَا أَمْرُهُ إِذَا أَرَادَ شَيْئًا أَن يَقُولَ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونُ. When Allah wants something to happen, just it's enough to say to be, and that thing will be. Why it doesn't happen? Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala wanted the people, the weak people on the earth, to be the inheritors of the whole earth. Why it doesn't happen? We go back again to the general plan of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, that the plan of Allah on the earth is exam. I've said it several times. In any discussion about Islamic knowledge, you need to refer to this very basic idea that we are created here on the earth to pass exams. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala could guide everybody to the right path without any effort of the prophets. Why Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala planned this way, to send prophets, and prophets be slain, prophets be killed, prophets be belied, and so forth. Because Allah wants people to pass the exam. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wasalam says, if Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala wanted, He could bring down so clear signs that nobody can deny. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala could bring the fire so near to the mind of people that nobody could dare to commit sin. Allah could do it. But Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala wants sincerity. Allah wants those who want His way and want to obey Him to do it out of their sincerity, out of their pure intention. Allah doesn't want everybody, all the people, without intention to be forced to go. So that's why people are in trials. And intizar that we have about Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajah Sharif is this, that whoever anticipates, intizar means anticipation. It doesn't mean waiting. Intizar means anticipation of coming of Imam Zaman Ajalallah Ta'ala Farajah Sharif. Are we anticipating for Imam to come? What is the thing that a person who is anticipating something happen do? If we anticipate that we are waiting, or we expect that hurricane come, what do we do? A flood comes, what do we do? We get ready for it. We do the needed measures and the steps that are needed to get ready. You invite a guest. You prepare yourself. You expect the guest arrive today. What do? You prepare yourself. You prepare the food. You prepare your house for arrival of your guest. So that is innama. And وَنُرِيدُ أَن نَمُنَّ عَلَى الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا فِي الْأَعْرَابِ. We want such a thing happen, but not through extraordinary way. That is a very important point. Do you think that when Imam Zaman comes, he will just point at the enemy and the enemy will be perished? Is that the case? Do you think that when Imam Zaman comes, then in one night everything will be in his hand and all the earth will be in his control? No. The same way that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam he conquered the peninsula of Arabia, he will conquer the whole world. There's a very beautiful hadith. Somebody at the time of Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam was complaining about his situation and the Shia situation in that time, because they were under taqiyya, they were under pressure of the enemy. And he was saying, good for people who are at the time of Imam Zaman, Baqiyatullah. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, if you are looking for comfort, you have a better time today. You see? Imam said, if you are looking for comfort, you have a better time today. And I say the same thing. If we think that the time that, if tomorrow Imam Zaman alayhi salam, we wake up and we see on the news and everywhere that Imam Zaman has started his movement from Mecca, and the news is spread all over the world. Do you think that our situation gets better in terms of comfort? Just be asleep then. You say, oh, Alhamdulillah, Imam Zaman came, so there is no problem. He will, take our hand. He will, enhance the situation, so we don't have anything to know. Just the job starts. That is very important point, that intizar doesn't mean to stay idle and think that when Imam Zaman comes, he will take care of everything. Then we become like Bani Israel. When the Musa alayhi salam, he took them behind the land of Palestine and said to them, you need to fight with the enemy to conquer the land. They said, no, we stand here, you and God, you go fight, conquer the land, we enter. Are we waiting for Imam Zaman to do such a thing for us? I believe many of us, we have that in back of our mind. That say, oh Allah, bring forward the faraj of Imam Zaman. We look for such a thing happen. We think that when Imam Zaman comes with miracle, he sweeps all the arrogance of the world and everything will be okay in one day. Then we become kings of the world. Is that the thing that we think? I think many of us, we think that way. But Imam Sadiq alayhi salam has addressed this and said, no, don't make a mistake. If you are looking for comfort, today is better for you. And our situation today, Imam said, no, when Imam Zaman appears, it is just back of the horse and sword and weapon and a small piece of bread and jihad fi sabilillah. So who is ready for that? Are we waiting for such a thing to happen? Hardship. We have to get prepared for hardship. Don't think that this arrogance of the world, they will be wiped out when Imam Zaman comes to the earth, to start his movement in one day or night. No. Let me read for you a hadith. This is beautiful that we understand what happens. When Imam Zaman and Isa alayhi salam, they appear, the whole world, they start attacking them. They conquer the Kufa and the Iraq and the Jerusalem and things according to the Riwayah. And then the Western countries, they start attacking them. Then Isa alayhi salam, he intervened and they make a treaty. They make a treaty for 7 years not to attack each other. After a few years, the Western countries, they break the treaty. They bring 1 million soldiers to attack Imam Zaman alayhi salatu wasalam. It is the time that Imam Zaman besiege his men, and they go by ship. They go to the European countries, and according to the Riwayah, they open the countries with takbir. It's just Allahu Akbar, because people of the Europe, they have heard about upcoming of Isa alayhi salam, and they are ready for the conquer of that land. When it becomes like Fath Makkah, when Imam Zaman enters. So it is a struggle. It is not just one night and it needs a lot of effort. Are we ready for that? Our children say, are you ready? Are you ready? Really, are we ready or not? We are not. The way that we are idle, the way that we have so weakness, we have to weep for Imam Zaman every week. So I know that says, it is very hard for me that I see all people have forgotten Imam Zaman. And they don't come forward. This is the thing, this is the real thing, that we are weak in our relation with our most important, infallible Imam and Hujjah of the time. The Hujjat of the time, the proof of the time is here among us, and according to the Riwayah, steps on your carpet. I'm sure Imam Zaman will come to IEC sometime. We see him, we don't know him, according to the Riwayah. Imam Zaman is among us. But his ghaibah, his occultation, is like the occultation of Yusuf from his brothers. They went to him, they saw him, they talked to him, they didn't know he is Yusuf. His occultation is not that Imam Zaman is in the clouds, Imam Zaman is on the moon. No, Imam Zaman is on the earth. Imam Zaman is among us. But we need a better relation with our Imam Zaman. Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. And this is a good occasion. Alhamdulillah, you are ready for the a'mal of tonight. Tonight we need to remember Imam Zaman alayhi salam more. And tomorrow, ziyarat of Imam Zaman alayhi salam is mustahab, inshallah. Tonight is, after the night of Qadr, is the most important night of the year. The decision for the next year is made through this night, and the people who go to Hajj will determine tonight. Inshallah, we will have the A'mal. Inshallah, may Allah bless you all. One more time, congratulations to you, my dear brothers and sisters. Come to Du'a-i Nudba. Come to Du'a-i Nudba. Make Du'a-i Nudba a popular dua. Maybe the most important dua for us, the morning of the Jum'ah. Come here, pray, and then you go to work. And this is the least thing you can do in developing your relation. You need to, when you name Imam Zaman, you weep for Imam Zaman. You talk to Imam Zaman. And Du'a-i Nudba facilitates that. I haven't seen anything better than Du'a-i Nudba in this regard. One of the ulama, he had Du'a-i Nudba every week, and he sometimes people came to him, they asked mas'ala, and he quit Du'a-i Nudba. Somebody visited Imam Zaman alayhi salam, and Imam gave him a message, say to Sheikh Hassan not to quit Du'a-i Nudba for people's questions. This is very important, inshallah. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala help us. And inshallah we will start a short a'mal at this time. Please say a salawat. Allah.